Good morning, Stampin' friends. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully it is a little warmer where you guys are. It is very cold here where I am. In fact, I have the heat cranked up in my studio and my hands are so cold. I'm hoping that I can even stamp for you today. I was even considering going and getting some gloves. So if you guys are on, come on in and say hello. Good morning to everyone, wherever you're joining from. Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. And today, we are going to do my monthly make and take class. So I had to reschedule this one because we had some snow yesterday. So my in-person folks are going to join me tomorrow. But the beauty of live is that it doesn't matter what's happening where we are. We can still get together online. So I am sharing the Cutest Cows today. So this is one of the brand new stamp sets from our mini catalog. It does have a coordinating punch. But if you know me, you know that was probably one of the first ones that I purchased. And if you don't know, we do have a dairy farm. So I live on a farm. It's been in my husband's family for 5 generations, and my son is working on the farm. So he's the 6th generation on our dairy. And so as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, that is totally, totally mine. And my team of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators is actually called the Movaless Stampers as a nod to what we do. I used to work on the farm when the kids were little, and I'm not free labor. So when they grew up and left, I was done. I would help them and do what I needed to do, but I am not a good farm wife, I don't think. I like to be inside where it's warm. But a huge shout out to our crew that works for us. My husband has been on vacation. It has been a week today. Him and my son are out west skiing and enjoying some snow. And so the guys are running the farm. The guys and the girls, I should say. We have guys and girls that run our farm. And we had the snow. It got a little rainy and slippery. Everybody showed up to work. Everybody got the drive open. They kept the farm running, and it's cold, you guys. I know some of you are in the West, and it's like minus 40 and 50 with the wind chill. With the wind chill here, we're down into the single digits. And if it's not enjoyable in any way. If anything can go wrong, it will. Keeping equipment up and running, getting people into work, making sure the animals have water, making sure they're fed. So winter is definitely a tricky time. And we are very grateful. I didn't have to deal with anything. Now my husband may. I don't know what he had to deal with because he's just a text message away. But all the employees did whatever they needed to do it and are still doing to keep that farm up and running. And I know I had promised you guys that we will do a chat with a farmer. When he gets back, I'm going to nail it down that we will get together and do a live because I know a lot of you guys have questions and would like to know a little bit more about what we do. So anyway, that is the whole reason I'm here, is talking about cows because of the Cutest Cow bundle. And we're going to use that today. So this class is available. If you are local to me and in person, you can join me tomorrow. Just let me know. 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So I always do a morning and an evening session, but you need to RSVP because I need to prep some more packets. I just had a couple extra people say that they could come with the date change. And if you're virtual, you can grab this class for free with a $45 purchase. So let me put that information up top for you guys. If you hop over to my online store, you will be able to use that host code that's down below and shop. If your order is 45, which honestly, kids, bump it to 50 to get your free celebration item, you'll get this class kit for free. Now, if you bump to 60, I'm going to include the roll of ribbon as well. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. This offer ends January 21st, 2024. So that's this Sunday. The offer ends so that I can put the order in on Monday, get everything here prepped, ready, and out the door for you. You will get a tutorial. You'll have this video to refer to, and you'll get your packet, and I cover the shipping of your packet to you. So you can purchase anything that you want for the $45 or $60, and then you get the Cutest Cows for free. So one thing that I do want to say is, as a couple of us are coming on, if you are catching the replay, if you're not on with us live, but you're catching the replay, stop back and say hi and let me know so that I can swing back around and say hi back to you. So we've got Corinne and Karen, Lori, Linda, Susie, Judy. Oh my gosh, we have lots of friends on this morning. Yay. Hopefully you're not out running around. You're staying nice and warm inside because it is a chilly day. Yes, Nor, we have nice bright sun today too. So I had to close a lot of windows, hopefully to not have too much glare while I'm stamping. And it's like extra bright because of the snow. So when I go out today, definitely will be a sunglasses kind of day. So good morning, Ruth and Robin. Glad to have you guys. So I wanted to tell you real quick about two things that I have coming up. One is my BOGO sale. Okay. So this information has been emailed out. It's also posted on my social media. This is a buy one, get one sale. So the last week while I was here by myself, I spent many a late night in my stamp studio, loving life, but I got out all of my retired product and went through it and priced it and check to see what all I have and all that good stuff so that I am ready for my buy one, get one sale. So if you are close to me, I am in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. If you are close by, I am having an in-person sale January 30th from 6 to 9 p.m. and January 31st from 11 to 2 p.m. So you don't have to RSVP or anything. You just need to come. You're welcome to share that information. Bring your shopping bags. But keep in mind, this is a buy one, get one. So what I am doing is giving you guys all of my retired stuff for free. So what you'll notice is prices are not yard sale prices. They are not heavily discounted, especially stamps and bundles and dies. Now, I do discount my embossing folders. I discount my blends and ink pads and all that stuff because they have been used, but I have refills, so you can keep going. Paper is usually not discounted. Actually, paper is usually a steal because I put all the packs to, if I have multiple packs of one, they go in together. So you will notice that prices are a little bit closer to actual price, and that's because I'm giving it to you for free. So you get to shop, you pick all the items that you want, and then I will check you out, and you're going to put in an order for that same amount, and then I'm giving you the retired product. So like I said, it is not a yard sale. I don't have things. Now, I'm not going to lie. There are some things in a free box. There are some things between $1, $2, $3, $4. But everything is mine, and it has been previously loved, but still in great condition. You guys know those stamps and dies and stuff. They last forever. So January 30th, 6 to 9 p.m., January 31st, 11 to 2. If you're local and those dates don't work, hit me up and see, because a lot of times I'm in here working. You can probably come in, but not pre. Okay, don't do any pre. Allow, but afterwards, if you need to come in Friday or something and I'm working, we can definitely arrange that. So again, I am in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. I am really close to the Maryland border, about South Central PA. So feel free to share that. Now, for those of you guys who are online and virtual, I will be taking all the leftovers and doing the same thing virtually in February. So my site is being set up. All the information will go in there after I've had the in-person sale. And trust me, I have probably 10 or more large Stampin' Up! Boxes full. There will be leftover, have no fear. So there will be a link that you can go to and you can shop virtually in February. So if you have any questions about BOGO, let me know. Also, remember that it's celebration. So not only do you get my retired items for free, you get to pick celebration items for free when you place your order. So winning. All right. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is my Creative Escape. Registration is open. This is an in-person retreat with my friend Connie Heisey. We have the Pampered Stamper Creative Escapes. They are held in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Our first one of 2024 is March 1st through 3rd, Friday through Sunday. It is, like I said, registration's open, which will be in the link or in the description. You can find the information if you want to check that out. We have full weekends. You can come Friday through Sunday. You can come Saturday only, or you can do a retreat to go. So the retreat to go is going to arrive to your house and have everything that you need with the make and takes and the little gifts that we do, the door prizes. Your name will go in the door prize drawing. Oh, and the product. So we are using the lovely lavender, and trust me, you guys, you are going to love these retreats. Now, periodically, or these make and takes, I wanted to say, periodically we have extra leftover kits, but it's never guaranteed. So if you want a to-go kit, you want to sign up for one now because we'll be ordering supplies here soon. So again, details will be in the description. You can click the link and you can find all the details. One of the amazing things that we were able to do this year is we worked with our camp, and despite the fact that prices continue to rise on everything, we were able to work a little bit so that prices are a little bit lower for you guys. So if you're staying with us, prices are lower than what they were in 2023, which is unheard of, right? Unheard of. So any questions about retreat or any questions about BOGO, message me and let me know. I have talked long enough, so it is time to get out these cows and get moving. Hold on while I do a little switch here. All right, hopefully everything switched over okay. I'm gonna lower just a tiny little bit here so I can see. Oh my gosh, Karen, 7 degrees. My goodness. Put your flip-flops on and go lay out. How about it? All right, so we are working with the Cutest Cows. I showed you real quickly. But they are on page 53 of that spring mini or January through April mini catalog. But oh my stinking heck, I love them. So let's go ahead and get playing. All right, here's our first project, and we are going to pull in, I got to go up here because I'm a lefty, wild wheat. So I know a lot of us said that this was not our favorite in color this year, but my goodness, it pairs so nicely with so many of our other colors. So we're got a wild wheat card base here. I have basic black, and then I have a piece of this stippled. It is a celebration paper, and the name is escaping me at the moment. But it is one of the free celebration ones. Softly stippled, does that sound right? You guys always are able to tell me. But this is the pack of paper. It is a 12 by 12, but I just cut it down. Now here's one of the packs that I use, or one of the pieces that I used, and then this I ran out, so I'm using this one. How's the lighting for you guys? Does it seem like it's a little bit dark? I can turn lights on if I need to. I thought maybe it was bright enough in the studio, but let me know what you guys think if we need to have some light come on. All right, we have some of that black and white gingham ribbon, which I absolutely love. And I did a lot of coloring. This is a color intensive one, and so I did some of that ahead of time for you guys so that you don't have to watch me color everything. All right, so we'll add those two together, and then we're going to go ahead and tie our ribbon around. All right, you say the lighting is okay. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. All right, so did anybody decide what this paper is? Am I right? Is it softly stippled or stippled something? Help a girl out. I know one of you guys has a catalog handy, I'm sure, but it really is a gorgeous pack of paper. I had done a question on Facebook yesterday of what your favorite celebration item was, and so many of you guys said the bird paper. And I got a little fold in my ribbon there. And I think we have some of the best papers ever in this celebration. I love them all. All right, add some adhesive on the back so that it doesn't come off. And then we'll attach that to our card, and then it'll be time to do a little bit of stamping. Oh, shoot. I know what I wanted to do. I'm working with my mat. Softly stippled. Thank you, Susie. Yep. I was close. I wanted to stamp. I'm working with my mat, but I forgot to get my chamois wet. And so I can't wipe any ink off. So we don't want to have an accident. So I'm going to go ahead and use a piece of paper. So you can actually stamp right on this glass mat. And if you have ink on it, the chamois wipes it right off. But I don't have the chamois. You have to have it damp. And I don't have that damp right at the moment. All right. So what we're going to do, I went ahead and cut out this label from the Countryside Corners. And we're going to stamp our sunflowers across here. And then while I have it, I've got Memento. We're going to stamp our sentiment at the top. This has some really cute sentiments with it. There we go. Now let me see if I have a cow. I think I do. I have, look what I did. I have all these like cow body parts here. So what cow is that one? Oh, she's a laying down cow. And there's her head. Sorry, my nose is going to run. All right, so we do have a body, we have a head. And then what we need to do is a little bit of coloring and some stamping. I might have to go grab a tissue. So I've got some Old Olive here. And this does have some grass. And we're just going to stamp some grass. This is just a scrap piece of Old Olive. So some little grass there. So Old Olive ink on Old Olive cardstock. Oh, mercy. And I moved my tissues when I was cleaning. What was I thinking? So all we need to do now is to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of that Old Olive, and we're going to add it to the bottom of our label. So it'll be bigger, and all then we need to do is just use our snips and cut that off. So now we have some grass on the bottom. I'm going to color these real quick. I have a ton of blends here, so because I pulled out all my colors so that when I have class, I will be able to offer more than one for each person when they're ready to color their cows. So I've got the Old Olive Dark. No. Back up. Back the truck up. Wild Wheat Dark. And that's going to be the centers of our little sunflowers. And then Wild Wheat Light is our sunflower petals. So tell me if you bought the cows. I wasn't sure if they appeal to everybody as much as they appeal to me and my family. So let me know in the comments if you guys own these cute cows. I was pleased to see that they did have a girl cow, because there is a cow that has an udder. This one could be anything because it's laying down. All right, so we've got our flowers there, and then Old Olive for our sunflower leaves. Oh, got the cows, got the cows. Oh, okay. So there are people who still love cows. Cows were definitely a big thing back when I was first married, because I stenciled. Do you guys remember when we used to stencil our walls? Like that was a huge thing. And so I stenciled cows all over my kitchen walls. And yeah, it took me forever, but yeah, it was like a big thing. So I kind of collected cows for a little while, and then now just kind of by default, we still collect cows because we always get cow gift things from friends and family. Sometimes my husband is like, you know, that's what I look at all day. The last thing that I want to see when I come home is more cows. But I still like them. All right, let's put this piece on with some dimensionals. Do I have some? I do. So some Pop-Tarts on this panel. Karen got them. Oh my gosh. All right, Lavon, you need to get them out and use them because they are just so fun. And I love that it's a punch because sometimes I just think, oh my gosh, it's so much faster than having to get a bunch of dies out. And I like that we can, you know, assemble her body parts together. All right, we're going to take another piece of that. This is the black and white grosgrain or gingham ribbon. We have a vanilla and black one as well, but it's a little bit thicker. And I liked the black and white because it goes with my theme for these cows. Now, you'll notice that I am a little partial, whoops, to the black and white cows because that is what we have on our farm. Every now and then, you'll see I am going to have a red and white one. So our cows are Holsteins. That's what we have in our herd. All right. So now we've got her body here. I'm going to put some dimensionals. I say her, but I don't know. It could be a boy. It's laying down. Can't tell. But there's my headless cow. Yeah, exactly, Lori. Like a teacher with apples. You get to collect it whether you like it or not. All right, I lost my punch. I laid my punch down after I showed it to you guys. And what in the heck would I have done with it? Oh, here we go. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and punch out her little face here. So line it up there, Bessie. All right, now I'm not going to put her head on with more dimension because we've got dimension here. I've got dimension here. So I'm just going to put one here so that her head is even with her body. Okay, because I'm going to attach her head to her body, but then I don't want her head to like be sinking down. So I have a little dimensional underneath there. So I think somebody asked what color her nose is. I did black, Stampin'. No, hold on a second. Yeah, basic black for her spots. I did dark smoky slate for her little blaze or stripe there, and then petal pink for the nose. Okay, so that is card number 1 for this class. All right, where is my stuff? Oh, it's beside me. All right, here comes card number 2. All right, so if you get class, just be real careful when you pull everything out because I actually have 2 projects together. So here's one project and there's another project down inside there that doesn't have an envelope. So when you get your class, I'm going to have it tucked back in there. So just be careful because there's little pieces and parts in there. All right, so this one looks like this. This is the Holy Cow card. So we've got some basic black. Fold that in half for our card base. All right, I got to grab a tissue. My nose, she's not cooperating. The last thing I want is to drip on my beautiful projects. Okay, so you'll notice this card is balmy blue. I cut the wrong color. So this one will be boho blue. I like it just as much. It just is for sky in the background. So we've got a piece of basic white, boho blue, and then old olive. So I cut this out ahead of time, but you'll just have to do a little bit of trimming on this one. So does anyone know what die or what die set or what bundle this comes from? So it kind of is going to look like, you know, she's in the field with the bushes. So I'm just going to kind of match that up right here and cut this piece off. Now, you could use this, absolutely. Just you wait, Lavon. Just you wait. It's so funny you just said that. You hold on, my friend. You are thinking like me. All right, so we're going to add that bush to our card base. And there may be a little bit, I cut it bigger than it needed to be just so that we could do some trimming. So you don't have to worry if there's a little bit hanging off the edge. I did that intentionally. So just cut it off. Cut it off. There's a little tiny bit here that we'll just snip off. And we'll be good to go. All right, so now we can add this to our white. Now, one thing to keep in mind when I have these classes and I offer them for free, I cannot pre-stamp them. That is a Stampin' Up! Rule that we are not allowed to pre-stamp images. So you would need to have your cow stamp and your bundle if you wanted to, or your punch if you wanted to. Actually, I lie. You would want you could hand cut them, and some of them there's just a head and a body. Like I had to, that one we just did where she's laying down, I had to cut that out by hand because there is not a punch. There's only a punch for the standing up cow. So get out your snips, practice your cutting skills. All right, so we just get to layer that up like that. And then you have a tag and you'll have two clouds here. So I'm going to just trim an end of the cloud so that, because it's going to go off, it's going to go off my paper a little bit. Now you wouldn't have to, you know, if you didn't want it to go off your paper, it's your card. You have free reign to use your creativity, my friends. Okay, there's one cloud. The next one will go on with some dimensionals. But I will have anything that does not come with the stamp in the bundle will be done. So like these are cut for you. You'll have these punched. You'll get this. But just anything that has the cow on it will not be done ahead of time for you. All right, holy cow, we need to stamp. So I don't know if you guys checked out some of the other sentiments in here. So far we used It's Your Special Day, and now we're using Holy Cow. I'm going to trim that one down as well and match that up to the edge. Dimensionals on that. Good morning, Marcia. So glad to have you here. So there's our holy cow. And then I have to make sure I've got the right cows. I think, yeah, I did it different. I have a red and white cow. And then here's her face. And this is a punch. Okay, so that her face does punch out. There is one cow. I know it's her because she's got her udders. She's a milking cow. All right, let's see if I can make this happen, Captain. Work with me here, sis. Nope, she's not going to fit. She needs trim just a tiny little bit. I wasn't really thinking well that when I got these all done and I just kind of trimmed them down and was like, oh, easy peasy, mac and cheesy. All right, can she do it? Yes, she can. All right, so this cow I did here black and white. Actually, she's white with black spots, right? And this one is a red and white. So we have these on our farm. Okay, so these are still Holstein cows, but they are red and white instead of black and white, or white and black, depends on how you look at it, right? Now you'll notice on her, I gave her a little cowbell. So that's in the stamp set too. So I just stamped that little cowbell on there and put it under her chin. And this chickie is going to get dimensionals. This one is a marching cow. She's heading off to the next pasture here. march into the milking parlor, I guess. Dimensional on her head. And then I'm going to put a little adhesive there just to attach her to her body. Oh, isn't she cute? Ain't she cute? Okay, so there she is. And then we'll take a little bit of our ribbon and we're going to tie a bow. You'll notice I didn't do any dimensional, or not dimensionals, any, what's the word I'm looking for? Embellishments on these. So you can kind of see what you have at home and add your own embellishments. I thought it would be cute. This one would be cute with the butterflies or the dragonflies and the birds, since they're outside enjoying the sunshine in the field. Tie ourselves a cute little bow. Get a little booger. So this one I did black and white. So the basic black Stampin' Blend, a little Daffodil Delight, and then Petal Pink. This cow is pecan pie. Pecan pie. So get ourselves a snot dot here. So appropriate since I've been sniffing all the way through this live video. All right, so there is our little bow. Trim down the edges. Trim down the edges. So bada bing, bada boom. Card number 2. Now you will notice that this is called a cow builder punch. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek, but don't tell anyone. Okay. All right. So there's card number 2. But I wanted to share with you guys, I don't have a scrap piece of cardstock here, I don't think. So let's just see if we can punch it out of some paper. All right, so if you actually punch out the whole entire cow, you have some pieces and parts here. Okay, so there is her body, a head. There is a little smile, it looks like, right? Where'd the rest of the parts go? Oh, come now. Oh, there's one. Okay, there they are. All right, so here's your parts, right? Okay, so head and body, this can be part of her tail, or it could become a spot. So if you want to punch it out of cardstock and make a spot. Here's her nose, which that could become a spot also, because in the stamp set, here is her nose holes and here is her eyes. So, and then this piece is horns. Okay, so this one would go here and you would have horns on your cow. And then this would go here and that's her nose. And then this would go here and it could be spots or it could be part of her tail, whatever works. So does that make sense? And then you can stamp a face. So that's what they look like. I kind of looked at it at first and I'm like, what's this smirky thing here? And then there's horns, there's the eyes, and there's the nose, so that you can build your own cow out of cardstock. Okay. But we're not doing that today. I did tell you I was going to give you a sneak peek though, didn't I? All right. So you guys know that I partner up with a couple gals. These are some good friends of mine. Betsy Kreider, Connie Heisey, and Mary Ellen Stites. And we've been doing this, I think, for maybe 2 years. Or maybe this is our second year. We do the 12 weeks of Christmas, and then we do the 12 weeks of spring. So the 4 of us partner up, and we pick items from the new mini catalog and celebration in January and February. And we send you free tutorials. So if you're on my mailing list, you are going to start getting the 12 weeks of spring. So every week for 12 weeks on Friday morning, you are going to get a free tutorial delivered to your inbox. This is going to start next week. Okay. So Betsy's going first. She's got some adorable Be Mine projects. And then of course, you guys know what I picked, right? I picked the cows. So here is a sneak peek, but don't tell anyone that I showed this to you. This is the same card I took, but I did it with the builder. Okay, so see how she'll look whenever you actually put it together with just the cardstock. So I stamped her nose, stamped her eyes. I did color her feet with the blends, and then glued some spots on, and there's the little horns. Okay, so this will be one of the free projects that are free tutorials that you get with this one, and that is the cow builder punch. Okay, so all you need to do to get the 12 weeks of spring is you need to be in my email list. So if you are already, you're going to automatically get them. No need to do a thing. You're going to get them every Friday. If you are not on my email list, I will put a link in this description. Just click on it, ask to join, and you'll start getting them. I believe it's Friday the 26th of January. I'm not sure. I don't have my calendar, but they're going to start not tomorrow, or not this Friday, but next. Okay. And then Connie has something cool to share, and so will Mary Ellen. So each of us does 3 tutorials to take you all the way through 12 weeks of spring. Any questions about that? Just hit me up. Okay, so now we're going to move on to a project number 3. Excuse me, I still got a little bit of that cold going on. So we've got our basic black card base, and this one kind of speaks a little Valentine-y to me. So you could definitely, oh, I do have one. I wonder what I did with it. I showed it to you guys before. I bet it's in here. I did make a cow love card that I was thinking would be good for my farmer, but I wonder what I did with it. Oh, maybe it's already planned to show you guys. I don't know. We'll see what I have in my little magic bag here in a minute. Okay. Oh, I found it. All right. So one of you guys said wobble. Yes, she has to have a wobble on. So that's a wobble card. Now, I will tell you, this is not included in your class because I do not have wobbles. I couldn't get them. So you will not have that in your class, but you could totally find wobbles and wobble those cow heads all you want. All right, so what we're going to do is add our piece of designer series paper, and this is the Most Adored designer paper. This is a freebie for celebration, but it really screams Valentine-y because it's got lots of hearts and gold and pinks and reds, so I really like this DSP, totally free during celebration. And let's do this. I needed some thank you cards, and I thought, well, thank you works pretty well if I have coming from me with cows on them. All right, the other thing that we're going to do is not use this black twine. We're going to go ahead and use our black and white ribbon because I don't have enough black twine. It's the baker's twine that comes in the multicolor pack, and so sometimes it's just not enough to get through a class for everybody to have the same. So if I'm using the black and white ribbon, I figured we'll just carry that over. That'll be our theme. All right, so black and white ribbon instead. I got some dull scissors here. Tack that around. Yeah, the wobbles are so fun. Hi, Joan. Good to have you, Cheryl. Good to see you on. I think I saw Darcy was here too. We got lots of friends on today. Maybe because you guys love the cows as much as I do. Okay, let's add that here. Black and red is always so pretty. And the other color combo I really like is black and lemon lolly. That's a nice color combo too. So I have my black circle and I punch that out with the 2 3/8 circle punch. And then I'm going to show you a little bit. I am going to color this cow. So we're going to just pop that on right there. And here she is ready to roll. Alrighty. I'm trying to find my black. I told you I just had a big pile of blends. That's a dark one. It almost looks blue. Yep, there we go. And then I need a petal pink, that, black, that, and a smoky slate. Okay, now we're cooking. All right, so really quick, I'm going to give her, she is going to be white with black spots. I'll show you the one that I made that was black with white spots. It works fine with her body until you start to color her head, and then it kind of blends her eyes in too much. And I was like, oh, you can't really see her cute little eyes. So I tend to like this little cow white with black spots. There we go. And we're just going to do her little forelock here. I don't know exactly if that's what it's called in a cow, but that's what it's called in a horse. Petal pink for her nosy. And her ears. Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to do, white on white is very flat. Okay. It just kind of is, it just doesn't have a whole lot of dimension. So what I like to do is I will take my light smoky slate and just put some shading areas on her. I say her, it could be a boy. I don't know. Our cows don't have names, so we could call this one whatever we wanted. All right, so I'm just kind of putting some shading around her face. It just helps to give it a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to take my color lifter and I'm just going to bleed that smoky slate. All right, what if I come down? Ooh, look at that. Can you guys see a little bit better when I do that? Hopefully I'm not rocking the table too bad. But I'm just bleeding that color so it's not just such a stark area, but just gives her a lot more dimension. Oh, the hair, the hair piece. I called it the forelock. I don't know if that's what it's called in the cows or not. That's what it's called in horses, like their bangs, right? I think this is called the top knot. I'm pretty sure. I went to veterinary school, so veterinary technician school. So I have some knowledge of this stuff, but it's very old knowledge. So that's what I did before. Oh, Mabel's a good name. I like that. Mabel. We did have a brown and white one. So when the kids were working on the farm, they did have names. Not all of them, because we have a lot of cows. It's too hard to keep all their names, but I'm going to cut her apart here because I didn't want to punch her head. So now you can see that the standing body does work with the punch. And so always when we had red and white ones, we did name them because they're so few and far between and you can always pick them out really easily. Another fun fact, I know we had brown sugar. That was one. We had nutmeg. We had hot chocolate. And so the kids did enjoy naming the red and white ones. They named some of the black and white ones too, but I don't remember what all their names were. But I'll tell you a fun farm fact that is specific to our farm here. All righty. Now I'm not gonna wobble this one because I am out of wobbles, like I said. So we are going to put her on with dimensionals. All right. So my fun farm fact is dimensionals. There we go. When my kids were smaller and they were working on the farm, my husband allowed them each to pick out 2 heifer calves. Okay, so a heifer is a young female cow. So when they're born, if they're a boy, they're a bull calf, and if they're a girl, they're a heifer calf. So and we keep the heifers, okay, because we're dairy, right? So only the girls stay with us. We do not want the boys. So the girls stay here. I need a little adhesive right there on her face. All right, I'm talking and storytelling at the same time. Oh, I love them. Oh my goodness, mountain moose. Yeah, those bulls do get big and they get aggressive, and that's why we don't have them here. Okay, so My husband let my children each pick out 2 heifer calves, and my daughter's calves were tagged. They wear ear tags, like earrings with their numbers to ID them. So my daughter's calves were ear tagged with pink tags, and my son's cows heifers were tagged with green. Okay, so this would have been, my kids were probably 8 and 9-ish, maybe. I'm going to tie a bow here and see how it goes. Sometimes my bows come out upside down, you know, that left-handed thing. So that has gone on in our herd, that as they had their babies, if they had the girls, we kept tagging them with pink and green. So if you walk through our barn, you can see the line of my daughter's and my son's calves. So that's kind of a fun story. So when you go through, most of them all have white ear tags, and then you'll periodically see green ear tags and pink ear tags. And that means that pink ones belong to Taryn's very first heifer that she had, and green belongs to Aiden. All righty. Not that that was interesting, but I like to always see them because it makes me remember the kids and I always having a good time. You got to make farm chores fun, y'all, because it can be rough many days. Okay, so I am going to add a couple little fun dimensional, or what did you call them, dimensionals? Little gems here. And these are the sparkle gems. So we'll just put a couple on here. There's black, gold, and silver with these. So a little sparkle onto Mabel's card. So there we go. Cute. Oh, we had a cinnamon too. Anything that could have been brown, that's what we named them, because they just, yeah, we don't have many of them. All right, so that was card number 3. So you guys okay for the last one? Still hanging in there with me? Yeah, you guys are still on. Okay, so I told you about the 12 weeks of spring. Just make sure when this is over, I'll put the description or the link in, and you can go get signed up. But if you're already on my email list, you're already getting my emails from me, you're automatically going to get those free tutorials. No worries, okay? Now, I told you a little bit about my BOGO sale. And so I had a lot of, I don't want to say like triples and quadruples of the same thing. So I hopped online over the weekend, or I guess last week, maybe it's this week. I don't even know what day today is. I'm so lost. And sold some things online. And so I do have some leftovers. And so I wanted to tell you guys that these are the leftovers that I have. I have multiples of these, okay? Well, actually, I have one of this one. I have a couple of this one and a couple of this one. So I thought I'll just tell you guys I have them. And if that's something that interests you, they're $5 each. And then if you're not local, you would have to pay for shipping. I do have them. So all you have to do is just comment that this one is called Perfect Pomegranate. These are all brand new. This one is Feels Like Home. And this one is Catching Butterflies. So those are leftovers. And so if anyone's interested, I didn't want anyone else to miss out since I did sell them online over the weekend. Okay, now we're on to our last thing. And this is going to be a little sweetie treaty. All right, so we're grabbing our Simply Scored here, and look at what we're going to make. You got it, Brenda. Isn't that adorable? Because you had to put cowtails in, right? Super, super cute with the cowtails. So we've got our piece of crumb cake, and we are going to score at 1 inch, 3 1/4, and 3 3/4. So this is so easy. All right, Vicki, I see that. I'm going to pull them out right now. And then I'll send you guys a message, okay? And we can talk about shipping and that kind of stuff. Oh, you haven't had a cowtail in forever. All right, Darcy, you need to go get yourself some cowtails. They're one of my favorite candies. It's just the caramel and the cream, right? I use the round ones, you know, that are caramel with the round in the center for one of my bingo events, and everybody loved them. They're just so good. And cowtail, it's like you get even more. All right, so you're going to just score those so it looks like this, and then fold them. Okay, so that's like the bottom of your treat. And then this is going to come down. And then we'll just go across that with the score. So some of the bird paper works perfect. We're going to add this to our crumb cake. When we had been talking, I don't know, on one of my, too excited. Let go. On one of my live videos, you guys had asked about the adhesive, if adhesive gets on this, and I have been using it like crazy. And yes, adhesive is getting on it. I just cleaned it right off with the chamois. So the chamois that comes with it, it wiped right off. Now, some of you guys said if it's not coming off easily with the chamois rubbing alcohol. So yes, adhesive will come off of this. Ink will come off of this. You can cut with like the rotary blade or an X-Acto knife, and this will not scratch. So it's an amazing, amazing glass mat, and it is free during celebration. For new teams, sorry, I need to stipulate that. For new team members, we're hoping that there will be some leftover that we can offer for sale, but I don't know. Okay, there's that. And then there's a little tiny piece that's going to go on the flap. Okay, so I want to show that one more time. That little flap down here. Okay, so that's all there is to it. We're going to glue this down. Yeah, they are so good. It's like that sweet, and then you get the cream. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I did a brown cow again. Let's punch out his head. There is a cow in here that does have horns, I believe. Yeah, this one has horns, but you have to cut that one out. That one doesn't work with the punch. All righty, come on, use your special eyes. Let's get that cow punched. Oh my goodness. You made this harder than it should have been, lady. Okay, there we are. Woo! I'm going to add a little glue dot to put the head together. Oh, cow, you're so cute. And then just put a dimensional on there. This is a really easy, quick, cute treat to make. So Valentine's Day is coming. So you can maybe do like a little treat like this. It wouldn't have to be the cow, but it works perfect as just a cute little treat holder, like pixie sticks or a tall candy, anything like that. So all you need to do now is just, I'm not going to wrap it. Whoops. I'm not going to wrap it. All you need to do is just wrap your twine around there and put your candy in. Okay, so that's all there is to that one. So let's take a look at our projects in this class. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is, again, my monthly make and take. If you're just joining in, my monthly make and take class. It is available for free with a $45 purchase. All you need to do is hop into my online store, place your order, but keep in mind, you guys, celebration. So if you hit $50, you're going to get your order, plus you get to pick something for free, and I'm giving you the class for free as well. So you get a tutorial with it. You'll get everything that you need. I can't do the stamping, so you do need to supply your own stamping and either cutting or punching, but you'll get the card pack in the tutorial. Now, if you bump to $60 order, you're going to get the roll of ribbon as well. Okay. Yay. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Thanks so much, you guys. Now, you guys want to see some extra projects that I made? I had a fun play day while my husband's been away. So, and I know you guys like to see extras. So, all right, let's see what else I created with these cows. So some of you guys probably follow Angie Judah. She is Chicken Scratch, and she is all about the cute. She makes the cutest little boxes, and she always loves the critters, right? So this is Angie's box. I just copied it because she is a crazy talented lady. But there is just a cute little box with that cow. Here I said that I like the black and red. Here it is with black and lemon lolly. This is the new rock and roll paper. It's black and white and works perfect. So that's the same DSP, that rock and roll paper. Here's one with the one horse open sleigh DSP. One of the sides kind of looks like wood. So there's a cow there in the sunflower patch. Here is my love cows. So you can see when I colored her like black, she loses her eyes, but that's okay. She still looks cute. So that was, I thought that would be my Valentine card for the farmer, because just what he wants to see, more cows. This one is a fun fold with a treat or gift card holder. So this is a congratulations. It's your special day. Milk it for all it's worth. And you can put money or a gift card in this one. And then this one, I didn't make this one. This is from my my upline, Cindy Fodor. She had a team meeting. I made a similar one with a different stamp set. You're going to see it, but it opens like this. But this was her swap. And she so graciously gave me one. This is using the Zoo Crew. And there is that most adored designer paper. Okay, isn't that cool? Super cool. Fun folds. Love them. You'll see this card. We're going to do this in a different Wednesday live video. All right, my loves, that's what I have for you today. So again, if you're interested in that class, free with a $45 purchase, you get the class, or if you bump to 60, you're going to get the free roll of ribbon with the class. And don't forget, if you like this, make sure that you follow my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know, Cheryl. An M? I don't know. Does anyone know what this fold is called? Bat wings? I don't know what it's called. But it's super, super fun. But like I said, we'll be making this one. Maybe I can do that next week. You guys want to make this one next week? We could totally do that. So I am here live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. You can always catch the replay. So if you can't be here live, no big deal. Just catch the replay. Bat wings looks right. Yeah. Bird wings, bat wings, Batman. I don't know. W. No, I don't know. Anyway, it's cool. So yeah, come back and visit me. Okay. And, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. And yes, please. Okay. Darcy says, yes, we're going to make this one. Now we're going to make probably not going to make this particular one. Cause I want to work with some of the other celebration stuff. Seagull. Marcia says it's a seagull card. Yep. Could be whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So I will put that on my list and we will make this one next Wednesday. All right, my friends, have a wonderful week. Thanks so much for joining me and hanging out with me and these cute little cows. And I will see you next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, YouTube or Facebook. Bye, guys.